The following information is about the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender aging population, focused on what their unique needs are when seeking assisted living housing. Extra, extra, read all about it. LGB Told, a newspaper about the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgendered aging population. Read about the current and upcoming aging demographics. The Hollywood, California facility, Triangle Square, focused on LGBT needs. What questions to ask before choosing a facility. Hear a message from Larry, a gay man, and his experiences with discrimination. And finally, a message for the next generation. Today, 12.6% or 38 million U.S. population is 65 or older. By 2030, 72 million will be 65 plus. Now, since the LGBT population is estimated to be between 5 and 10% of the general population, that means that today 1.4 to 3.8 million LGBT Americans are reaching standard retirement age, with an estimate of 3.6 to 7.2 million projected to be 65 or older in 2030. There is no data at this time specific to the transgender population. Triangle Square Hollywood opened its doors May 2007. It is the nation's first affordable housing development of private individual apartments with on-site services addressing the needs of the LGBT elder 62 and over. All units come complete with full kitchen, private bathrooms, living rooms, bedrooms, and dining areas. Each floor was designed to engage residents and encourage socialization with common areas such as a gym, art and game room, laundry rooms, computer labs, and library. Outdoors, there's a swimming pool for recreational and therapeutic purposes, a courtyard and community center. The facility hosts educational and health classes, nutritional classes, counseling, and wellness programs. In addition to the residential services, Triangle Square offers its community center for all LGBT adults with supportive services and recreational activities. Not all facilities are the same. When looking for a facility that fits your needs or the needs of your patient, ask the following questions. Is there an explicit LGBT non-discrimination policy? Are there currently out LGBT staff or any out LGBT clients? Have staff members been trained by a local LGBT elder advocacy organization that understands your community? Does the facility display LGBT symbols or literature or include LGBT welcoming materials among their brochures? Are intake forms and marketing materials LGBT inclusive? For instance, do forms for new residents include a place to note a same-sex partner? Do same-sex couples live in the same room? And finally, does the facility support families of choice in their policies and programs, such as friends and others who are the main source of support for many LGBT elders? The audio you are about to hear is of a 62-year-old man named Larry, describing the multiple times he has come out in his lifetime. Times when he felt comfortable being gay, and times when he felt he may have been a victim of discrimination.
I first came out when I was 20 in 1971. I really didn't know what it was all about. My parents, however, knew I was gay even though I never said the actual words. Then again, in 1973, when my brother-in-law was trying to save me from my sin, I came out to him. We didn't speak for 10 years after that. In 1975, I came out at my workplace. We were all in retail, and being gay seemed at least somewhat normal and comfortable. When my partner Fred, of 11 years, was diagnosed with lung cancer in 1985, I felt I had no choice but to reveal our relationship. The doctors were apprehensive since that was the beginning of the AIDS epidemic. Upon Fred's death, his once accepting family denied our relationship and attempted to take our home and finances. After Fred's death, I worked 17 years in law enforcement. They were openly negative towards gays. At the end of my career, my lifestyle came out and my career started a fast decline. I would have liked to have been there longer so I could have built a better retirement, but I felt I had to leave. I don't worry about coming out when I need medical care at this point of time because I feel medical providers have been exposed to openly gay men and should be able to handle any situation. Not unlike many married couples, I worry about not being there for my partner Scott when I get older. I want to make sure his needs are taken care of. Scott has his own history of discrimination, and I think he will be strong enough to face any issues that may come his way. My support system now is my partner and close friends who are my family of choice.
While Larry says he's not worried about seeking medical care because he has faith that medical providers have been exposed to openly gay men, many other LGBT elders are concerned. They state they fear they will be harassed by the staff or other residents. They also fear that their medical power of attorneys will not be honored, especially for the transgendered community. They are worried that the staff will not recognize their gender, for example, refusing to use their preferred name. Finally, many are concerned that if they are discovered, they will no longer get the medical care they need, or they will be unduly transferred or just discharged. Therefore, seeking an accepting community offers the comfort many desire.
A lot of people who are very sympathetic and very supportive of our fight to end prejudice are going to tell you that it gets better, and they are very sincere, and they mean it. I'm telling you that, and I know it. A month ago, my boyfriend and I had dinner at the White House, the night after the president was able to announce the killing of Osama bin Laden, and we stood right where he had stood when he announced it. And I very much enjoy now, as a gay man, the ability with my partner to go various places and do what everybody else does. But I used to be 15. I know what it was like back then to be so frightened that anybody, including people who loved me, like my parents, would find out who I was. Now it's gotten better in the whole country, but it is still not perfect, obviously, and not even as good as it should be for people who are teenagers. But I guarantee you it will get better. It gets better for two reasons. First of all, as you get older, you deal with people who are more mature, with people who are not prone to the kind of problems, frankly, the teenagers inflict on each other. But it's also getting better because of projects like this and because of the courage of people of your generation. Because as we look at America, the younger people are, the less likely they are to be prejudiced, and that's to a great extent to your credit. Because gay and lesbian and bisexual and transgender youth all over America no longer hide the way my generation did. And by being honest about yourselves, you're liberating people from the prejudice. So it will get better. It will get better because you're helping it to become better, and this is going to be, in the end, the kind of world we all want to live in.
If a lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender elder you know is facing mistreatment or discrimination in a care facility and you need additional help, contact the National Center for Lesbian Legal Helpline at 800-528-6257. Thank you.